Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Wednesday, February the 16th. The year's 2022. Let's talk trading. Price, Part 9. These videos for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. Yeah, we've been talking about price now for what? 9 videos, or this 8 videos. This is the 9th in the series. And gotten some interesting comments. And it just seems like um, there's still the desire to have trading be something that's not trading. And what I mean by that is some people just really seem to want it to be more like baking a cake or cookies, something that it's not. There's a lot of argument, is trading gambling? And what's the best way? Should you use technical chart analysis? Should you use fundamentals? Should you use statistics? All these different debates. And, to me, when something's like highly debated like that, usually then there is no one size fits all, right way how to do something. But there's a lot of argument on trading about that. So, for example, I've been running this little experiment, working again with the EMA 5 close difference. And I think I showed you the statistics on this. And so I just simply wait for this number to get greater than 5. And then I will trade back towards the diamond. And maybe on your screen it looks like a dot, but if I and let's see, can I increase the size on this one? Well, I guess I can't increase the size on this old one. I thought I could. Maybe I took it off. But this is a diamond, not a dot, so don't confuse it with the TRO mid dots. And that's why I turned it to a diamond, because a lot of times I couldn't tell if this was the current midpoint or if it was indicator 2. But that's also why I added these labels. But that's kind of a got sidetracked there for a second. So right now I'm just waiting for this to reach 5. And I'm looking at the candle here. And so now it just hit 5, and notice it turned red. That means I'm looking for a short. And I'll have to post this version of indicator 2 out there, because it's just some of the changes I've made. And the thing about it is you have to trust the indicator, because if you don't take that trade, you may miss out. But then again, it could go against you. But see, right now, you'd be up a pip. And depending if you're playing with spread or not, you'd actually have a profit. So once again, it just hit that 5 level, so there was a chance to take the trade in the opposite direction. You can see here price broke out of the M15 high. Everything's green across the board. So that's why I'm looking for this. I'm going to let this candle run. 5-9, 6-1, 6-2, 6-9. And I'm just going to sit here and wait. And then I'm going to look to go short. And I'm only going to look to take maybe a pip or two. So we're in the last 30 seconds of this candle. And we're almost going to open up a new M30. And if you shift over to M30 real quick, you can see it's like we're either going to break out. We've already covered that candle body, but I'm still looking for the short. So remember, this high was 6.9. It had already pulled back about 1.3. So see, now this one's over 5. So we're going to wait again. And notice one thing, price was down in the 40s and it launched. Remember, if you've been following my videos, you know how I like to consider that the launch pad. So now we're at 9.2 away. And we are 6 pips away from the open of this M30, of the M30 candle. Because one of the things I've learned, and I picked that up from observational wall mall, if the pound usually runs in these half-hour ranges like this. So, and then what I observed was if price covers and comes back, then it usually goes the other way. And for a while. So you can see here live, we're getting near this area where price doesn't like to close above today. But one other thing to note, and let's see if I have it. We can go start going through the charts here. Okay. We've got a range of 51. This number is usually about 60. You can see we broke across the previous day's high out of that wick zone. Okay, but one thing we haven't done was take out the pivot. You can see here we just broke out of the wick zone. We only closed out of it once. You can see here we put in a 3-ball. But once again, you know, for this indicator to get over 10, that's a rare occurrence based on statistics. Very rare. So we're going to wait and see what happens. Now it could push up because we still need to expand for the day, but you just never know. Maybe the day could be the low and stay low. So as far as price goes, you know, the game is trading. It's not something else. And part of the trading is it's guessing. We have to, you know, pick a direction. And some guesses are educated and some guesses are no more than a coin flip. So we're at 10. We just have to wait and see if there's more what I would call gas in the tank. But you can see here we've only had 3 M5 closes above this level. Let's look. 0 H4s. Right now, 0 H1s, 0 H30s, 0 15s. We've had 2 5s and 22 1-minute closes. It's just changing. So once again, this indicator is dynamic, so it can tell you right there. Now, look at what price did. You see here, it put in a little range here, then it broke that range. Now it's putting in another range right here. One other thing I've noticed, we're talking about price. We had this huge candle here, which we like to call a return bar. This is on M1. Then you can see here we had a lesser of a candle. Then we had this inside bar. And this inside bar is, you could, I don't even know what to call it, but it's almost a clue saying, okay, we're done doing what we were doing. Now we're going to do something different for a while, which is basically either accumulate or distribute. Okay. And then we're going to decide what we're going to do next. Because, some people think this is gambling in the sense that, like if you're sitting around a card table playing poker or something, you're playing against other players. Well, here, these are the other players. Now, some of this is you if you've entered a trade, but for the most part, you're watching what the other players are doing right now. And so you have to read the other players to see if they're bluffing or not. So are the sellers bluffing? Are the buyers bluffing? And when you see these big candles like this and they move really quick, that just means, like say in this case, somebody came in and just bought out all the sellers right here. And that's what pushed price up. And just like here, somebody took out and just sold to all the buyers and just, wiped them out. And so now we made a new high. So if we go all the way back here, remember when I said this only looking to get 1 or 2 pips off of this candle here, well, you can see on the 1 minute chart, it peaked and it did move back to pick up the pips. And so then you can see if you get another one of these trades setups, which 8.8 away, 9. So this is another opportunity to come back the other way. I think, did we make a new daily high there? No, not quite. But this is just all reading price in real time. And I put this little HHHLLL indicator out here so you can see what it's doing. So it's making higher highs, higher lows, real easy to see. 9.6 pips away. Two minutes left in the candle. Ten pips away. Heading towards that psychological 35.75. Notice we've got, oh, well, it just turned green again, but we had a red M1. Now, I'm just about out of time on the video, but I hope, talking through this live, showing you what I look at, showing you how to use indicator 2, just giving you an idea. Here we had an M30 breakout of the previous M30 high, or actually the current M30 high, not the previous. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask and we can continue this discussion. Because remember, when you're sitting down at your trading terminal, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is TheRumpledOne, over and out.